Good morning and welcome to the Bobcat News. My name is Star.
And my name is Dylan. We are bobcasting live from the West Jeff Elementary Library.
Today is Tuesday, April 3rd, 2018.
Let's begin with our weather report. Brr, it's a cold morning, especially compared to yesterday, at 20 degrees this morning. You can sure tell it's not spring yet. There's a saying in Colorado, don't like the weather? Just wait an hour and it will change. And that's about what to expect today. It should get up to 46 degrees this afternoon.
Lunch choices today will be chicken burrito, hot dog, yogurt with Udi's granola and string cheese, or what could it be? A sack lunch.
Specials today will be PE or art. It's a day too.
Instead of our question for the day, Miss Woodland is here with some advice for our CMAS test takers.
Good morning, Bobcats. Thanks for having me on the news this morning. Really excited as we're starting our second week of testing. Our fifth graders have already finished their English language arts tests. Congratulations to our fifth graders. Yay. We have some test tips because our third graders are starting testing, and today will be their first day of doing CMAS testing because in second grade there isn't any. So we wanted to remind you of a few things that the fifth graders have learned over time and that I know you're already learning about in your classes. The first thing is take your time. Sometimes we want to rush as we look around and we see other people finishing, but when we look at map tests and other tests, what we see is that the people who take their time do the best. Because if you hurry, we can make some easy mistakes, some mistakes that we wouldn't have made if we took our time. Which kind of brings me to our second one, which is check your work. Because sometimes on the computer, we might even click the wrong button. We might have thought we clicked B when we meant to click A or the other way around. So make sure when you're done that you go back and look over your answers and make sure they make sense. Because sometimes, especially when we get into math, those answers might have sounded good, but then when we go back and make sense and read it, it doesn't make sense and we have to check our work. Also, find the answers. So on English language arts, when you've read a passage and then you're asked a question about it, those answers are usually in the text. Now, there's sometimes when they ask you to think for yourself about it, but you really always, even then, want to go back and find evidence from the test. Sometimes we look at those questions and think, I don't know, and we might just put down some silly answer, but that's not the best thing, because if you take your time and go back, you can usually find some great information in the text. You guys have been working so hard that I want to make sure you all do your best because we use those tests to make ourselves better as teachers and a school. And also we use those tests, and as fifth graders go into the middle school, and as we look at next year, it's to think about what classes will best suit you. So you want to make sure we know what you know so that you end up being able to take the classes that are best for you. Finally, just do your best. That is what matters. Take your time and do your best work, and that's all we can ask of you. All that work you've been putting in is going to pay off now. A couple quick tips. Make sure you eat a good breakfast. That means not too much sugar, because sometimes we'll crash after the sugar, but some protein, maybe eggs. It's a good time to ask your parents for some eggs or bacon, or maybe get a little protein snack to bring with you to have in the morning after you get to school, and get your sleep, because when you're tired, we don't always make good choices. So thanks for listening, and good luck to all of our test takers today and over this month. And back to you guys.
Thank you. Our announcements for the day are, on April 14th at 10:30 a.m., 100 Mile Club is running at Red Rock's Trading Post. We hope to see you there.
And in today's news, Miss Bueller taught us all about autism yesterday for Autism Awareness Day. We each created a piece to a very large puzzle. I can't wait to see what it looks like all together.
And now please join us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And here is our joke for the day. What do you get if you pour hot water down a rabbit hole?
I don't know, Star. What do you get if you pour hot water down a rabbit hole?
Hot cross bunnies. Get it?
That's funny.
That's all for today's Bobcat news.
That's all for today's Bobcat News. My name is Dylan.
And my name is Star.
Remember to roar.